Drugs, murder, dead body on our beach, and it's all drugs.
This is everything he'd built.
Drug cartels, arms brokers, moneyest people on the planet. Drug cartels.
In 1985, plutonium was available in every corner drugstore, but in 1955...
Good.
Love doing drugs.
Cover at a high school to do a drug bust.
Take drugs right here.
Are you guys on drugs? Okay. One particle of unobtainium.
Drug. Find out who the dealer is.
Do we look older?
I might just give you your life back. It is like a drug, you know. Boundaries start to blur. You can see and feel them.
Drug test, Eric. Yeah, could be. I've never heard of a drug test. Neither have I. Drug test, Eric. Yeah, could be. I've never heard of a drug test. Neither have I.
To drug your baby for your own selfish comfort. Anyone?
Kind of giving city.
What's that?
Can't be a part-time drug dealer.
I'll take Blueberry Hazelnut.
Drugs, murder, dead body on our beach, and it's...
Sex?
A little.
Drugs?
Drugs, yeah, a little.
Violence?
You tell me what a drug addict I am.
Tough, Dan.
About the drugs. All I ever wanted was...
I'm gonna listen to you tell me what a drug addict I am.
Tough, Dan.
Careful, I'm one of your...
About the drugs. All I ever wanted was a way to kill the noise.
Getting sober is a selfish thing.
Made in somebody's kitchen, and then take a deep...
Deals. Yeah, hilarious. You know how it is.
How did you know Freak?
We played on the...
Lillian flows to this compound from drug dealers.
drug dealer. We've got other priorities.
You know how I got started down here? Drug dealers, they
Follow the
want...
drugs. You follow the money. Exaction. Every drug deal, every bribe offered.
What's the matter with you guys?
If you aren't ready...
You can't help me? Why did they send me to you?
Drugs. You do what I say, when I say. The name of the game. Looking for drugs. We're gonna take the
You know
gusto.
where the drugs are coming in, we'll finally nail it.
Drugs!
You and your kid are jeopardizing.
What's the matter with you guys?
If you aren't ready...
You can't help me? Why did they send me to you?
Drugs. You do what I say, when I say. The name of the game. Looking for drugs. We're gonna take the
You know
gusto.
where the drugs are coming in, we'll finally nail it.
Drugs!
You and your kid are jeopardizing. But why would I want to do a thing like that?
Gangs or drug dealers.
Would you mind telling us why?
Poisonous drugs. Have you ever...
Because they're expensive and this will all be for Iggy.
There's gotta be some drugs here.
Okay. Prosecuting drug cases. Tell you guys stick a watch.
drug dealer's birthday party.
But when you live in drugs, or just you? Don't act like you want
About drugs. You do.
We need to know if you're gonna help. Take drugs.
Miss Vincent! Miss Vincent!
And the other drivers that I spoke to would have their...
I'm actually in white-collar crime. Success. Are you still locking up drug dealers?
Drug addiction with an addiction of something that's much more.
Drug dealers. I've never seen this before. What drug dealers? Never seen this before.
Drugs. I think the lion is taking acid.
You're the one who's a drug dealer.
I've never sold a drug in my life.
Keep telling yourself.
King's airplane? And I said, why not?
Slater, you fucking hippie! Give me drugs, man! Slater, you fucking hippie! Give me drugs, man!
Get some from... In fact, I don't know if it's the drugs.
Ones, you know, drug, money, or something like that.
Alcohol and sex with women, okay? But it's when you do these
The movie, I mean, it's this drug that kind of...
In the story, there's this street drug called soy salt. Taking the drug, and maybe not willingly.
So you don't know the name of the drug?
Cappuccinos with... Megan, is that your drug dealer?
Drugs. Well, as I told you, there aren't any drugs. That's Donatol. That's a prescription.
Prostitution and drugs.
Senator, there's
If I may.
Drugs?
You guys have drugs.
Lipitor count? Everything all right here?
the balance, then the drugs and the drink.
Have a druggie taking care of my children.
I want you to represent our new drug system.
Flush your drugs, Mom. Excuse me?
Don't you think you're taking enough drugs already?
It's kind of sex, drugs, rock and roll kind of existence.
The drug produces intense feelings.
For a bottle of Oyster Bay Drug and Sundry's finest champagne.
That is so sweet.
And both our mothers went through drug addiction.
The neighborhood drug dealer.
With a mother and her drug addiction.
What is Jason Funny Man Bateman doing to put her on some drugs to make her less anxious?
And they're much smarter.
Drugs or alcohol.
Don't look at us. We're drug addicts.
I thought
Eddie, the drug dealer, is history.
52 shots. I believe
52 shots.
Okay.
52 shots.
Theft, fraud.
Got 90 days to get this horse tapered up.
Culture in Mexico, and the drug war. I didn't want to set out to make a.
Oh, he sells a bit of weed every now and again. You know?
I'm not a drug dealer. I swear to you, Dad.
You follow the drugs, you get players. You follow the money.
Collection. The tendency is to push it as far as you can.
American GIs last.
I have always been in favor of drug testing.
A bunch of drugs.
Nice. No drugs at the bar.
This U.S. documentary about the drug war in 2007, and now like the drug war there is
drug addiction with endorphin addiction. Smother the pain with an unknown dose of an unknown drug made in somebody's kitchen, and then
hit on the drug dealer's girlfriend.
Participate in a phase 3 clinical drug trial of.
I don't do drugs.
Where do you think we are?
First trippy drug study I've been a part of, and I get the
to participate in a phase 3 clinical drug trial of.
Summer camp with drugs.
I don't do drugs.
Where do you think we are? Trippy drug study I've been a part of, and I get the placebo.
Sex and drugs.
The head of a major drug cartel is very
Drug cartels, arms brokers, money launderers.
Well, drug dealers have never seen this before.
But at night, it's a whole nother story. Drugs, prostitute.
And everybody, hear me on this one. No drug dealing.
It's too big. It's too much money in it.
You know what the law. And Sacco, always with the drugs. So can you blame them? Yes, I can blame them. Drugs will destroy this thing of ours.
Indictments.
You're right. And when I leave here today, and everybody, hear me on this one. No drug dealing.
It's too big. It's too much money in it.
You know what the law. And Sacco, always with the drugs. So can you blame them? Yes, I can blame them. Drugs will destroy this thing of ours.
Indictments.
You're right. And when I leave here today,
She was found with drugs.
Big John runs this town.
Police broke in and screamed, "Drug raid!"
Huh? What drug cartel are you working with now? Colombian drug lords. Where are you getting that from?
damn, man. Should be slinging these on the corner.
And ran an international drug ring. Started and ran an international drug ring.
While drugging the farmer's cat.
Biggest drug cartel there ever was. You know, all the drugs get out of my system.
In order to fight criminal drug trade, it is.
Don't touch that.
I'm not a drug dealer.
Rob a drug dealer for you? I'm a drug dealer.
We must do it.
I bring drugs as soon as I can.
Dead people. That's what he got off on. His own
cop killer and drug dealer is back among.
There's no drugs in here. You have nothing to worry about.
Drug dealing?
It's not drug dealing.
I'm an international drug dealer. You all die now.
Drug dealing?
No, it's not drug dealing. It's not. No, it's smuggling.
Are you out of your...
Boston's new drug of choice was cocaine. The drugs were in big demand, and drugs of any kind.
So all these things were unacceptable.
He was spinning it in order to preserve.
Bolger oversaw an enormous drug trafficking. Bolger buried his victims in these. The Drug Enforcement and Trafficking. The DEA bugged Whitey's car in August 1990. A drug bust led to the indictment.
Drug dealers and members of the Bulger gang.
Drug Enforcement Administration finally found a way of racketeering, extortion, and drug charges.
What are you, a vending machine? You're a drug dealer. This is it. My mom's got a drug dealer waiting for us.
I'm a cop. There's drugs, there's gang. There's drugs, there's gang.
Change the school, you need to find a real drug dealer and sell the stuff to him. I got a guy in Buffalo.
Colombian drug mule.
He's quick, and he does